Hello guys, welcome to another speed build. This is gonna be a longer one than usual, and I'm really happy to present to you my version of Serbian farmhouse and farm. As all of you maybe know, and if you don't know, I'm from Serbia. That's a small country in Europe, in the eastern southern Europe, if you want to say it that way, in the Balkan Peninsula. And we have around 7 million, 7.5 million people living here. And our main capital, or at least just one capital, we have one capital, and it's Belgrade, and it has around 2 or 2.5 million people living there right now, and I'm one of them. Yeah. But when we got this lovely expansion cottage living, I wanted to experiment and try to make a Serbian farmhouse or something that I have seen traveling around our country, and to try to represent my country as best as possible here in The Sims. I'm gonna try to, or at least I try to recreate the exterior and the farmland as much as possible to be authentical to what you can see here in Serbia, or at least in the Balkans somewhere. It's pretty simple, nothing too complicated, but the interior styles don't match really well with what you can see in your classical village house in Serbia. But I tried my best to make it colorful and cute, and to try maybe to match someone's style. Maybe you like this house and decide to move to Serbia, live in a village, grow your crops and have animals and have a house like this. And I'd really love you, really love if you came to Serbia, and I'd love you also for that. As I said, I'm not gonna talk too much about geography or history. I just want to mention a couple of basic things. So you probably don't know that, but Serbia, the first time the country was formed, it was somewhere around the 7th century, so like many years ago. And our first dynasty came to this land from somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry if you heard that. You probably heard that I kicked a table with my knee. I'm so sorry for that. So, our first dynasty, Nemanjići, came from somewhere a little bit eastern, and they settled here in the central Serbia, a little bit more to the south, and it was called Raška, and that's what the part of Serbia is called still. So from then the country expanded, shrinked with wars and everything that was happening during olden times and in the 20th century especially. And in the 20th century, after the First World War, we got the Kingdom of Serbs, Croatians, and Slovenians. And after the Second World War, we got a Republic of Yugoslavia. And in meantime, in from maybe 30 years ago, we have 6 different countries that were compiled in one ex-Soviet Yugoslavia. It's not Soviet, but it was mainly inspired by Soviet Union, so you can understand where I'm coming from. And there were a lot of wars. We're not gonna talk about it. I have here on YouTube a couple of friends from my ex Yugoslavia countries, and I would really like to see what they can make. If they can make and they want to make something that's inspired by some place near their home, and I would love to see that. I know I have some YouTubers here, Sims YouTubers from Serbia also, and couple from Croatia. I don't think I met anyone from other countries, but I would really like to meet them and to collab with them and collab with all of you. I talked to one of you, to Simsina, hi Simsina, to make one of these Sims worlds, probably Hamford and Bagley, Balkan inspired, so we can recreate some houses and architecture you can see around here, and maybe make you guys come visit us. So yeah, I talked over a lot of this build, so now you can see I'm finishing the garden. I didn't want to talk on anything special about it because you can see it was all the flowers, the plants. As I said, Serbia has a lot of agriculture and livestock, so I wanted to give the main focus to that. So you can see I'm finishing right now the sheds and plots for land plots for planting and growing your veggies and fruits. And yeah, and now we are moving inside. I don't have much to talk about the inside space because I try to make it as much as neutral as possible but authentic to Serbia, but also to make it cute. Of course, our houses can be cute, not all of them are. Of course, that's the case all over the world. If I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and now I wanted to use this kitchen and I really like it white, so I made it white. And in the olden days, our grannies would make their own breads in ovens, and I use the fireplace to replace the oven because I really miss the bread my grandma used to make. I'm gonna cry a little bit now. I was really close with my grandma, and she was my best friend when I was little, and I loved her very much. So yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, and I'm really sentimental when I see old people on the streets who are walking somewhere or doing anything. My heart melts. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I'm like that. I'm wired wrong. So yeah, you can see me decorating the kitchen now, and I used not the trick. I just pulled out everything I wanted to use and set it on the one counter, and then I decorated the way I want. And I try to leave two counters open so you and your child or your partner can cook together. And yeah, I didn't mention it, of course. Why would I? This house is for three sims, two parents and one child. I imagine child being girly, so probably a girl, or if you want it to be a boy or alien or vampire, I don't know. It's you can choose. And yeah, I decorated really girly and it's really cute. Yeah, fun fact about Serbia. Did you know that the original vampires come from Serbia? Yeah. If you think that Dracula was the first vampire, you're wrong. He wasn't a vampire. He was a count from Romania. And while the Turkish or Ottoman Empire was ruling here, he was fighting against them, and he was really brutal. I'm not gonna talk about it. You can Google it. Google Count Vladimir Dracula, and you're gonna find everything you need to know. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it, but the definition of vampire as we know it today came from Serbia, and the first recorded, if you believe in that stuff, vampire was here, and his name was Sava. Two of the most famous vampires that came from Serbia are Sava Savanović and Petar Blagojević, znači Peter and Sava. Yeah, and they are really famous vampires, and yeah, they are somewhere near. They live near me. I'm from Shumadia, and that's the main I'm gonna say county here in Serbia. It's the central part of Serbia, and everything that happens there. Not everything, but I hope you understand what I want to say. And yeah, we have a lot of rivers, a lot of lakes, a mountain, and it's really our nature is really different in different parts of states, and I recommend visiting a lot of parts of Serbia. We have a lot of mountains, we have ski centers, and we have something in the south of the country which is called Javolja Varoš, and it's basically just stones, but and it's all natural, but they are really weird. They are skinny and tall, and on the top of them, on top of every that skinny long stone. I'm sorry, I lagged. There is like a rounded part which stands on it, and it exists like that for like I don't know how many years in the past, long time ago, maybe. I'm gonna make a guess, and I'm gonna say in the that it was discovered like 300 years ago or something. I don't know, I'm not sure, so don't take my word for it. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out by yourself. And now we are coming to the end of this video, and I'm really glad that you stuck around here, and I hope you like this video. So if you do, please make sure to leave a like, to subscribe to my channel if you already didn't, to leave a comment down below, because that really helps my channel grow, and it would mean a world to me to know that you like this video and that you enjoy my content. And of course it helps me grow and make more content for you. And I really hope you like this video I made for you about Serbia and our villages. So I'll hope I'll see you around. Bye.